In 2026, the technology industry is pitching a frictionless future to the world. Startups are promising infinite commercial fusion energy. You can access highly capable AI models through dirt-cheap APIs. You can buy a next-generation gaming console for just $299. And you can wear sleek, lightweight smart glasses that seamlessly capture your entire day without ever lifting a finger. Beneath this polished surface, these innovations function as instruments for a hidden, massive transfer of value. The defining characteristic of the 2026 tech ecosystem is the asymmetrical transaction. The sticker prices have dropped, but the actual costs have been relocated into areas that are harder to track. To survive this era as a consumer or a business, we have to change the way we evaluate these tools. We have to stop asking what a new piece of technology does and start asking what it extracts. We can start with software.
Recently, the Windows version of the Holo browser, a free tool with 30 million users, was compromised in a supply chain attack. Hackers slipped an undeclared cryptocurrency miner into the installer. Users got their free browsing, while the software silently utilized their CPU and GPU to mine digital currency for the attackers. While Holo steals processing cycles directly, other cheap products extract their cost from the ecosystem itself. The Xbox Series S, priced at an appealing $299, is a prime example of a sticker price that masks a structural burden. This chart shows the architectural bottleneck created by that price cut. The Series S delivers only 4 teraflops of graphical power and 10 gigabytes of memory. Because Microsoft mandates that games must launch on both Xbox consoles simultaneously, developers have to divert massive resources toward optimizing for this weaker hardware. The cost of that $299 price tag is paid in years of development delays for the entire gaming community. In the corporate sector, companies are rapidly integrating DeepSeek into their daily workflows. It's a Chinese AI model with an API that costs 5 to 10 times less than OpenAI's GPT-4. But DeepSeek's terms of service state that personal data is processed and stored in the People's Republic of China. Under PRC law, companies must cooperate with state intelligence requests without the warrant process required in the U.S. American startups are routing their proprietary code and internal documents directly into a foreign jurisdiction to save a few cents on API calls. The pattern remains consistent. When the sticker price of a piece of tech hits near zero, the manufacturer is finding value elsewhere. Your system resources, your sovereign data, and your industry standards have become the actual currency. The same logic of hidden cost applies to the wearables we keep closest to us. Meta's Ray-Ban smart glasses have sold millions of units by offering passive, hands-free convenience. You wear them and record your life without pulling out a phone. But security researchers recently found dormant code inside the glasses' companion app. It's an internal feature called name tag, and its presence indicates Meta is actively building the infrastructure for an ambient facial recognition rollout. This diagram shows how the name tag system operates using models already on users' phones. First, the camera detects a face in its field of view. Second, it crops that face out of the frame.
Third, it converts the face into a unique biometric signature and checks it against a local database that receives updates directly from Meta's servers. If Meta activates this feature, it turns a consumer gadget into a distributed surveillance network. It eliminates public anonymity by training the public to accept the constant, silent scanning of strangers as a routine condition. This drive for effortless integration is also changing digital entertainment. Amazon is relaunching its Cloud Luna, abandoning high-budget games for simple party games. You don't even need a controller. You just use your phone to interact with AI-powered characters. But while the interface is simplified, Amazon is simultaneously taking over the publishing rights for major franchises like James Bond. The strategy is vertical integration. They want to own the intellectual property hosted on their cloud infrastructure and pipe it through the easiest devices possible to ensure they control the entire value chain. Effortless convenience is the industry's most effective tool for gaining access. It encourages the public to surrender control over their physical identities and their digital libraries in exchange for a slightly easier user experience. All of these systems, the data harvesting, the AI endpoints, the cloud gaming infrastructure, share a massive requirement for electricity. Large language models are pushing the global energy grid to its limits. To meet this demand, OpenAI founder Sam Altman has directed $465 million into Helion Energy. They have a contract to deliver commercial nuclear fusion power to Microsoft data centers by the year 2028. This diagram shows the traditional approach, left, heat spins steam turbines. Right is Helion's method, bypassing turbines using magnetic fields to compress plasma and directly capture current. It's an ambitious theory, but Helion refuses peer review. They're racing a 2028 deadline, staking billions on unverified physics. Success here means a nation with an ocean coastline could access a limitless power supply, bypassing traditional field dependencies and global energy sanctions. But if the project fails, years of vital engineering time will have been lost. The ultimate price of the AI arms race is the willingness to gamble economic and environmental stability on a scientific claim that has yet to be proven. The reality of 2026 is that the absence of friction is often the first indicator of a hidden transaction. Low friction often serves to obscure the extraction of private assets. Defending against this requires active skepticism. For hardware, it means monitoring for unauthorized resource drains and refusing to support parity-restricted hardware that holds an entire industry back. For corporate data, it means rejecting the allure of cheap foreign APIs. If a company needs AI, they should use open weight models, hosted locally on their own secure servers, to keep their intellectual property out of foreign jurisdictions. For personal privacy, it requires a rejection of ambient surveillance wearables. We have to push back against devices that scan our surroundings before we are socially conditioned to accept it as a routine part of life. Innovation is frequently used as a cover story for extraction. Our strongest defense is to treat every new technological convenience as a transaction, because in the modern tech ecosystem, nothing is truly free.